Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
But more importantly, we have two awesome guests. The first team, unfortunately, eliminated from this season of The Amazing Race. Aastha Sounds Like Pasta and Nina. Thank you guys for coming on. Welcome. I wish we were talking to you guys a little bit later on in the season.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I know you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I watched a couple of your like cast assessments. Did you guys have us as like one of your top?
I don't know. So again, remember I told you I don't do a ton of research because I don't want to learn too much. But I did find a quote. I did want to share a quote I found with you guys of a preview special about you guys. They're smart. They have real jobs. I feel like they can handle pressure. They look like they're in decent shape. I feel like the stuff around like dancing challenges or singing ones, they do really good. And the other ones wouldn't do as great. That was some idiot on the internet. That idiot on the internet was me.
Not an idiot. I really want you to just be our PR person. So if you're looking for another job, you let us know. Okay, yeah, we could really use you.
Give us your address. I feel like we owe you an apology. We're gonna send flowers.
We'll send flowers.
So sorry.
You guys are great hosts because my next question was, have you apologized to anyone yet? And would you like to now?
You know how many people on the internet picked us in their top 3? And I was like, oh my God, we just need to send out cards.
So that blurb that you just read from, we don't know who. We don't.
I have some idiot on the internet.
Right. So the guy on the internet, we might have saw it and we were like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. He's going to be made fun of later and we're going to need to donate to his GoFundMe because everybody's going to judge his character from here on out.
And it was you. It was like Kayla from the challenge. It was like Team Extreme. It was like so many people on Reddit. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to be so disappointed.
Yeah. But we have Asian mothers, so they're more terrifying than anybody else.
Yeah, they're the most disappointed in us. So, takes the cake.
I have an Italian mother, so it would have been the same thing.
Oh,
exactly. You get it.
I do. Oh, I know. She would have told me what she would have done.
Over and over again until you die. Yeah.
Did you really go, Bill? Did you really go all the way on the show, go all the way over the other country just to lose? Like, okay. I'm not even going to tell anybody to watch. It's like,
I feel like my mom is like just bullying me on Reddit.
Oh yeah. No, I've been telling everybody, it's like, oh no, you don't want to see that. No.
You don't need to see the first episode of Amazing Race. It's fine.
Just jump to the second.
Skip to the second episode. Don't worry about it. Were either of you guys big fans of The Amazing Race, and then secondly, just like reality TV in general?
So Amazing Race for sure. I've watched it ever since I was a little kid. And there was like a time where I even met Phil when I was doing like an international exchange in Hong Kong. Yeah. And so I met him and he was filming the Nat and Cat season, like on the Hong Kong shoreline. And so I love this show. So I was a super fan. And then Nina didn't even know what it was.
I don't watch reality TV. Like but I think similarly, we before the show started, we were talking about Lord of the Rings. I'm really into just, we live in reality, right? Yeah, like, why do I need more of that? Yeah. I just want to live in, the fantasy world with Avatar.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Right now, but when you started talking about Lord of the Rings,
I was like
Nina had a little lady boner. Like she had a little lady boner for that.
I'm a man of many hats. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to I live in many circles. You should see my Facebook group lineup. It is.
Oh my God. I'm so into it. Yeah. But that is more my forte is all the fantasy.
So she had no idea. I had to explain to her the concept of Amazing Race. And she's like, oh, people watch this? I was like, yeah, people watch it.
Oh, do people watch it? I will say, like, we obviously cover a bunch of shows from The Bachelor or Survivor, Amazing Race, Big Brother, all that type of stuff. The Amazing Race community are the nicest, sweetest people of all time. It's a breath of fresh air every week. Like, we have made jokes. I mean, we live at the Bachelor Nation, so that's toxic. Survivor is even a little tough now. Big Brother, forget it. Love Island, even very opinionated. A lot of white moms are very opinionated about Love Island. I literally even went on TikTok and did a redaction one time of one of my takes because it was like a cold takes exposed the next day. The moms were mad.
Oh, you made the moms mad.
Oh, the moms.
We're good at that.
sports coming at you. Wow.
Oh, moms are the most, the audience that is like highly critical, by the way.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem is that you end up going in some of these groups and you end up, it's actually like the moms of some of the contestants, and they're in there like fighting the good fight, not realizing they can't win on the internet, and they're trying to challenge why they're good. Or I'm like, get off of this group. What are you doing in here? Like, and she's got to watch, like, poor her, like, listen to me, like, tell them how much I hate their son. Why would you watch me? Right?
They shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be on the internet.
Tell me to be nice. I'm like, oh, forget, it's a show. Okay, so you mentioned being a super fan, so this is actually something. How was Phil? I'm sure that had to be like a dream.
Oh my God, it was so great. He's actually so charming and so funny in real life. And like, he's very serious on the takes, and he's just like, and the world is waiting for you, go. He's very serious. And like, when you're on the mat, he's just like, you have been like, but he like in between takes and stuff, he's like so
very
goofy,
playful.
So playful.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that, because like usually you don't see that side of him on camera.
Kind of sensing another lady boner here.
Yeah, sure. I have a little bit of a lady.
She has that one. Yeah. You bring an elf around me, I'm like, what?
Elf. What? Hey, put those ears away, okay? Put those ears away.
Also,
right, you're gonna take my girl away. Put those ears away.
I mean, I get it. I mean, it's consistent. I mean, what's it done? 34 seasons. I mean, partnership, you want consistency. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I guess you had another celebrity guest there. What was Rex Ryan like? Did he get treated separately at all? Did they? I'm very curious on the. I don't mean this in a slight. In the brief time that you spent.
You know what's so funny is that he didn't get any special treatment, and I think he hated it. I remember him complaining about some random things, and I was like, "Oh, Rex thinks he doesn't know what show he's on right now." But he's so ESPN. Funny. Yeah, he's so funny. He's very charming. He talks a lot. Like his stories are very long-winded, but they're funny eventually. When he gets on.
Eventually,
but he's just he's a very charming fella. Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here. I'm sure a lot of the shows really kind of dissected in the other interviews, probably dissected what went wrong. What kind of, for me, what was interesting though about what went wrong for you guys is that one of my big takes when I do all these reviews of The Amazing Race, and we've even done the retro reviews back when they didn't have cell phones and stuff like that, is that people don't ask for directions. And that's usually like a fatal flaw.
Yeah. Thank you.
But you ask for directions. And I feel like your super fan, this like almost screwed you a little bit. You should have just ran.
Yes.
Just ran.
You get to a place where you're overthinking it, right? Because you've seen so many seasons and you've seen so many people go wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even like in 33, they were out in rural locations where they didn't have anybody ask for directions, right? So like I was like, what if that happens, right? So we overthought everything. We were too like methodical. We were too like, and so I think that ended up biting us in the butt.
It's the pendulum. You want to stay somewhere in the middle. Mm-hmm. You don't want to ask for too many directions. That's what we learned.
Yeah.
So this is actually something that just popped in my head. I'm not sure why, but I'm curious now. Since you were super fans, you knew that. Were there a lot of things that you prepped for, that you were ready for, that you didn't get to use? Like you had your Amazing Race, like Batman utility belt that you just did not get to do. Like, were there training montages leading up to this? Like, were you running on the beach like Rocky? Like,
Bill,
we could send you a video of us plate spinning after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No way.
Yes. I will post it for you.
Can you juggle?
I mean, she can already juggle. She can
a little.
Okay. Yeah. So like we did everything to prepare everything because we're Asian kids. You know what I mean? Like all we do is study and do homework, right? Like we did so much prep. We had Google Docs of all the things that we were doing. We spun plates. We learned different national anthems. We learned different dances. We went escape rooms. We went kayaking. We went rock climbing. We literally did everything. We rented churros and like practiced stick driving.
You see how mad she is right now?
It's a good one. The stick shift is a good one. Yeah. See, we talked about that too. We have cardinal rules of The Bachelor, cardinal rules of The Amazing Race, and those were two of them right there. Stick shift and ask for directions. But now, I mean, we might call it the Aastha rule now. Like, don't ask for directions. I'm not.
Or like don't overthink and don't like over ask for directions.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Yeah.
I think that's actually it, right? We also over prepared. So now we're the first episode. We're like, we didn't even use any of that.
Yeah,
We spent
yeah.
so much time.
Yeah. If the first episode was like memorization or math, oh my God,
Oh.
we did killed
Oh
it.
my God.
We would've killed it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
It's a stereotype for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside of how the results went for you guys, did you like the idea of the scramble? Because it was completely different than everything you've ever watched.
Go ahead, Nina.
I will say, as a viewer, even though I think 12 teams is a lot, and I think I've been reflecting on it a little bit more and trying to sit outside of my position as somebody who, failed from it. But as a viewer, I enjoyed it. I think Aastha still sits more in the I raced and the scramble. It might be over. But
I need therapy because of the scramble. I did not like the scramble.
But I don't mind it. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, because you didn't know any different. It was like as a super fan, I like prepared.
Shell
for
shock of
33
the
seasons,
situation.
right? I prepared for 33 seasons a certain format. And
Right.
so when it wasn't that format, I was like, cannot compute.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Ask for directions. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it was just a lot. And here's the thing. So here's what you don't see, right? Literally, Phil lines us up and he asks us all of our stories and whatnot. And essentially, after that, he tells us the new rules. And then literally like 3 or 4 minutes later, he's like, and go. And we're like, oh
Yeah.
crap, we need to digest all
Oh
of
my
this.
God. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're trying to digest those eggs.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, it was
the
a lot.
scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
I thought he had a really strong arm swipe.
Yeah, he did. He was just like,
It was good.
he
Yeah.
cut
Oh,
like,
it was
like
crisp.
rock.
Yeah,
It was
did.
really good. Yeah.
I was
The
like to
world's
imagine he
waiting
held it
for
for like a
you.
minute, just held it. And you guys all are just waiting there, standing, looking around. Rex Ryan's getting a little uneasy.
He was just ready to get a beer after the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
That's what he said. Yeah.
That's all I wanted. At
Um,
one point, I did yell at him because we were parking together. I didn't yell, like I yelled at him in a comical way, but me and Rex were parking together at the same time, and then I thought it was funny to just like talk crap at him
Because he talks crap too, by the way.
Oh,
so
100%.
much.
Yeah,
Like
oh
I'm
my
gonna
God,
take you guys down, and I just yelled out my window. I was like, "You suck, Rex Ryan!"
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And meanwhile, I was
Wanted
like,
to
who's
do
this
it.
guy?
like bucket list.
That's
Just
awesome.
want to trash talk to Rex Ryan.
all right. So that leg wasn't that long, was it?
It was
No.
under 3 hours. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Under 3 hours?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I thought maybe an after. Damn.
Yeah, no, 3 hours. Fairly
Under-
quick.
yeah,
Fairly
it was
quick.
Very quick. Yeah.
I mean, now, how far behind were you realistically from that last team?
Oh, 3
Oh,
minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah.
So did
It
you see
was-
on the show?
They
when
show
Oscar
you
made eye
walking out.
contact?
Yeah.
That was accurate.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
we made eye contact with that team
With
while
that
they were
team.
on the mat when
Yeah.
they just landed. Yeah.
And then we had to go under a bridge, and
Yeah.
that's what. And then they got shooed away.
Yeah.
But literally, it was 3 minutes.
Isn't it wild?
Is that it was
Yeah.
so
Wild.
close. But I'm a stand-up comedian, and so like follow me on Instagram if you haven't. I've made a lot of elimination content. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen some of this. I have followed you, and I've seen something very funny, by the
Thank
way.
you so much. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that.
No, they are. The stand-up stuff is funny. I did see some. They pop up my feed now. I saw the one you were talking about. Don't get married. Don't get in a relationship. That's fine.
oh,
We're
yeah,
both
yeah.
married. Like Brian has 2 babies. Like
Yeah.
it was very funny and relatable though. The grunting and the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, you're
Oh,
living
I
my
mean,
life.
I groan all the
She does
time.
good all the time.
I'm like
So-
I'm the puppy dog that comes in looking for like to be like pat on the head, and I get shooed away most of the time, and it's all good. And
I love it. I love that you liked it. And so like it was coming in first place. I mean, first eliminated. Oh God, first eliminated.
Spoilers.
First eliminated.
Bizarre
Did you
world.
cut that out?
Wait,
Did you
they
cut
came
that
back.
out?
They came back.
But coming in as like first eliminated is probably the funniest thing that could happen to a comedian. And so like I've been just running with it.
Oh
It's,
yeah,
like milking it for whatever it's worth.
Right.
no, for sure. I think that's like, oh, you have to live it, right? I mean, you have to embrace it. It's the only
Right.
way to do it. I mean,
Laughing keeps you from crying. Huh?
Mhm.
so also obviously mentioned that you are a full-time comedian. Nina, I know you are kind of normal 9 to 5. I think they said,
Normal civilian.
yeah, I think they said in your bio that you were something in like ops or something of that nature. So what do you actually do for a career?
Yeah, so I do learning consulting. I know that does make it sound like normal 9 to 5. But I do business development, and then I also do a lot of consulting for training, people development, teamwork, all that stuff. So it's a lot of fun. But Yeah, not as fun as comedy, clearly.
I basically go to Starbucks and write fart jokes. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
This is what I support. This is
It's
my investment.
it is. That's what me and Brian tell our wives about our YouTube channel. Like it's an investment.
It's an
Like
investment.
Just
It's
stick
an
with us.
investment.
Stick with
Yeah.
us.
just stick with us. You
imagine
want to be in from the beginning. Like I want to make sure I see that you're liking the videos.
Yeah,
Like,
tell them to buy stock now because it's really low. It's gonna go
I'm
up.
very listen. I like to think I'm a nice guy, but I'm also very good at keeping receipts.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Smart.
remember.
You
I
have an
remember
app?
who was there.
Bill, you're smart. You're smart, Bill.
Like you guys, Mark Wahlberg. Like you guys were there. You know what I mean? I'll remember. So it's great. Honestly, like that was like really a lot of the big things that we had. I really do think it was awesome. Oh, but I do think it's funny. It's like Nina, you are on Instagram and like, I mean, also you're on Instagram. So Nina, like, you have like a LinkedIn you want to plug or like a.
Oh yeah, I do actually. Yeah, everybody follow me on LinkedIn. I'm trying to make my presence there because clearly I'm in sales. So
No.
anybody, feel free to. I'm a much better consultant than I am a racer.
Yeah.
So you will see me be thorough for all of your projects. Okay, and it's
all
great.
right. Okay. All right.
That's good. Listen, I listen. You get a plug. She gets a plug. Like everyone gets a plug.
Dirtiest thing ever. It's like hit me up on LinkedIn.
I think it's worth it, honestly.
I'll put it in the
I
bucket.
did have one other thing. So we recently made friends with a guy, Brett, real nice guy, lives out in Georgia, and he actually helped Brian do a lot of the Big Brother reviews. He's a big Brother fan.
Oh, fun.
So he wants to really get on a reality TV show. So I'm going to spearhead his campaign and do his videos and get him on. Any advice for a audition video for any kind of show? I don't think he's going to do Amazing Race. I think he wants like Big Brother or whatever, but your story or any tips.
Yeah. You know what would help if he became a lesbian, actually, because lesbians are really they're casting all the lesbians in the world right now.
Can he do that?
Yeah.
Are
Let me tell
you telling me that white males in their 30s are boring now? Are you saying
I
we're
don't know.
overexposed?
Is he a straight white male?
Unfortunately.
I think he
Oh
is.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry. He needs to get a lesbian girlfriend.
Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, what is different? What makes him different from other straight white men?
Yeah. Does he have a
No,
disability?
that's good. I mean, this is the
Well,
questions
that's
we
what
need to
I-
ask. No, I like
mean,
this angle
it's
actually.
soft.
Like, we just need to
Yeah.
acknowledge that he's a boring straight white male, and we're gonna try to
Okay.
somehow make that interesting again.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah, you know what was helpful for Nina is actually like a veteran as well, and so like that
Oh,
really
wow.
just helped.
I mean, I
to-
I don't
checked
think
off
he
a
did
lot
that
of
either.
a lot of boxes.
I'm pretty sure he probably went to a decent public school and a
Yeah.
nice 4-year college.
Oh,
Okay,
geez.
okay, so
Okay,
here's what we
okay,
need.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we need to apply him for a job, not a job.
Does he help children in any way? Does he help?
Oh no.
like-
He needs another partner. He needs a different partner.
Yeah, he
that
needs a
is like
partner
that checks off tons
all
of
the
boxes.
Yeah,
That's the only
it
way.
makes
Okay.
all
Oh,
of-
okay. So
you know
he's
that
got to
it
go
makes-
for a team game with
yeah,
like
that-
a.
it
Oh,
has to
God,
negate
yeah.
all the
Okay,
privilege.
the wheels are
Yeah.
turning now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Insert
they
whatever
have to
you know.
Yeah.
But we're okay. We can do that.
Yeah. Like
Or he has to start a foundation that helps
ooh,
people. of color.
Foundations
he'll
are big.
pay his way in.
Yeah.
We could do like a Nathan for you type of thing, Brian. Set up like a fake foundation that he runs. And
I think that's great. And then
Hmm.
what differentiates
Okay,
him is
yeah.
he's a criminal,
Yeah.
and then people
Reformed.
want that.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I could go for hours, but I trust me, I know the archetypes that fit every single like thing that they want to check off. I've done that on our preview specials before.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good at
we
guessing
definitely-
like what they're.
I hope our advice was
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
I think it will. I mean, you're
We have a lot of
you're
work
the
to
only
do.
one who's given him any advice so far.
Oh,
so.
great.
But make sure you charge him for your insight. Okay, you're an expert,
Yeah.
so you charge him.
My end game here is that like I feel like I said, being a straight white married male, the only thing I really can do in the reality TV world now is host. So I think that is kind of what I'm going to aspire for. So
I like that. I like
trying to
that.
get little things like this. I'm a uniter. You know what I mean? I believe in love. What can I say?
I like that. Thanks, guys.
Great
Um,
growth opportunities.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will definitely make sure to plug your guys' socials. Everyone, make sure to check out Aastha's Instagram, though. Very, very funny. I mean that. Very funny. Check out Nina's LinkedIn. I'm sure it's very organized and there's a lot of positive shared posts. But also check out all of our stuff for all the other Amazing Race coverage. We're going to cover every episode. Hopefully we get to do this with all the other contestants that get eliminated. I don't know if they'll be as fun, but to be fair, I also won't have an axe to grind with them. So we'll see how that goes.
My
But-
team. If my team comes up,
Oh, who did you pick?
I'm on Team Croqueta.
Oh, we love love
We
them.
Yeah,
love
Mr.
They're
Mr. 305.
Yeah,
Mr.
so
305,
good
yeah.
choice. Good
Yeah,
choice.
they're good people. They're good people.
They're fiery.
Yeah.
Awesome conversation, guys. Would love to talk again in the future. Love to maybe even get you guys react maybe towards like the finale, something like that. But
Yeah.
we'll definitely stay in touch. But really appreciate your time. But for myself, Brian, Aastha, Nina, thank you. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.